Aquarius.
Hello Aquarius, this is your forecast for July 2014, and okay, we're looking at action. There's shifts taking place now, finally. And I know that you've been so patient throughout these last few months with everything that's been going on, but now we also have planetary shifts from one sign to another, which is really going to draw the engines, you know, rev them up and move and shut you into these areas that you've so been working for and stretching towards, all right? So we're starting out, the main focus this month in July will be on how you're going to be dedicating your time more efficiently. Your day-to-day routines, setting them up so you can get more done. It's streamlining everything, getting your ducks in a row and so forth. Now, Jupiter has been in this area for you for an entire year, expanding the area of your daily life. Also the way you look at your health, you know, diets and those things. Are you getting enough workout? Now, Jupiter here is going to be shifting signs on July 17th, okay? And now the good news for you here, Aquarius, is that it's going to be moving into your partnership relationship house, where it's going to be for an entire year. So now you're going to see how Jupiter is going to be expanding this area of love. And for those of you single, might find now the true love of your life. When Jupiter visits a house, then it hasn't been there for the last 12 years. So this new 12-year cycle in the area of your relationship is starting now. Like I said, July 17th. It is going to be now in the sign of Leo instead of Cancer. And Leo is so heartfelt, you know, it is warmth, it's generosity, it's playfulness. And you're going to see Jupiter too, which is always very expressive in that matter, which is always optimistic, enthusiastic. Well, it's going to be a divine place to have Jupiter. So we have that. So first, until July 17th, it's all about you getting everything streamlined here now this month. Then you'll see the shift of Jupiter's position moving on. Then we have Mars. Now Mars for you have been stuck since December 8th. And I say stuck because it's been there for 8 months in your 9th house of researching, looking for conclusions, answers, insight, knowledge, experimenting perhaps also into new areas of exploration. Well, now I'm feeling that this is what you're wrapping up here now in July, because come the 27th of July, Mars is going to be moving into your 10th house of career. So some of you have been using this Mars to do the necessary research that you've been needing in a preparatory state to perhaps be ready to launch either a new business or to create the change that you want in your career. Because now Mars, when it gets into your 10th house, end of the month, this is where Mars is going to be using all of its energy to get ahead, to not just climb that mountain, but to get on top of that mountain. And now, see, Mars comes into your career house once every 2 years, all right? So what you're going to be achieving here from the end of this month, we're going to talk more about that here in the August forecast, because we only got 3 days in this month here that it's going to be active. But just to kind of let you know what it's all about, it's about receiving the glory of work well done. Okay, so be excited for next month, especially because that Mars also is going to be coming together here with a conjunction of Saturn, which is what you've been aiming for as well. More on that next month, or I'm going to get lost here, I'm going to ramble on. But, okay, so right now, this month, you're preparing. Make sure that whatever it is you're wrapping up from December to now is work well done, that you get all the insights and know and tell yourself that it is a wrap-up stage, because the shift is going to be so profoundly felt. Then we also have here, it's a fun month for you because Mercury and Venus is in your 5th house for joy, relaxation, doing those things that you love to do when you have leisure time. hobbies and so forth, but it's also the house of romance, the fifth house. And so when Mercury's there, we communicate our feelings, all that romantic stuff. And then Venus is romance, and it's in this area. So it goes without saying that that looks like this is going to be a glorious month for you to hang a little looser. And both Mercury and Venus is in the sign of Gemini, which is a sister sign to you. And so it works really, really well. It kind of shores up here in a golden trine to your birth sun. And you will have this for a little bit. Mercury will be there to July 14th. Then it's going to move into the 6th house, join up with the sun, the new moon, and Jupiter there. You know, the day-to-day routine, uncluttering things, getting on track with diets and so forth. So you have a lot of fun to July 14th. Then Venus will be in the 5th house to July 19th. Okay, so you still have another 4 or 5 days here where Venus can still wrap up the fun time, the playful time, before it is going to be gone out of here. And both of them only visit this area once a year. So it's a full year before you get it back. So run out there and have fun. Be the inner playful sunchild. And it's also an area of or creative self-expression. And if you're thinking of starting any new business, well, you know, it also goes to show that the businesses that you own is a 5th house thing. So in that sense, if you have your own business, it's a great time to put down new thoughts, strategies, money plans, because Venus is also money, getting anything written, documents and whatnot, especially because June, where Mercury was retrograde, there might have been delays, and so forth, and not a good time to sign anything. But now from July 1st until the 14th, yes, it's a great time to get anything within documents, papers, especially money agreements, in place for it, okay? Then we have the new moon this month is going to be here with Jupiter in this area of the 6th house and your daily routines and your health. So that's not going to be before here towards the end of the month on the 22nd. So you have time until that approaches, but that would be the day you want to put down, you know how we would do our monthly intentions, right? For you to focus on right now is questions such as, how can I improve my health? How can I improve my day-to-day work so I'm more efficient? How can I unclutter my files, organize my desk, clear out things in the closet? You know, those things that just kind of like accumulate over time. So once you get on top of it, you're going to feel so good that I see the intentions are coming to consciousness is, I like it this way. I like the uncluttered energy because it's not stealing, you know, away from your creative thoughts. So the intention should be, I'm going to make sure that I do this once a month and, you know, clear this space so it doesn't kind of start piling up and then fizzle out. That's that. And then we have the full moon this month. Very powerful here, Aquarius. It's a full moon in Capricorn, and it's smack right there with Pluto. Pluto is a very deep felt planet. There's a lot of transformative energy going on with it. And the full moon, well, any full moon, you know, the moon reflects our emotions, our feelings. And when it comes here into Pluto, well, our feelings are going to really be focused and intense. For you, it's going to be in the 12th house. So the best way for you to utilize the full moon is to be in your 12th house, which is the inner self. It's time when we take off to meditate, maybe do some yoga or go out and be with nature, listen to music, where you essentially spa your spirit. Okay, so as you feel these emotions lift and rise, it might just come as waves for you. But in those waves, I'm seeing it's also washing away the old. Okay, that's Pluto here, which is, Pluto's like, you know, eclipsing the old. Because Pluto ends, but it also renews and starts again. So there's a refreshing aspect to this in the aftermath. Once the full moon has gone, you might feel totally purified. It's a great time to do any kind of, should I say, psychological counseling, or having those important spiritual talks, or also as far as we're talking about toxins and clearing, to do a liver or a kidney cleanse, those kind of things too. So here on the 4th, what we have for you is the Sun and Pluto is going to be opposite one another. So that's going to start the month, and there's a theme this month going straight through the month. It's starting off with the Sun and Pluto opposed. Later on, we're going to have Mercury and Pluto opposed. Then we're going to have Venus and Pluto opposed at the end of the month. So it's starting with the Sun and it's ending with Venus opposing this Pluto. What does that mean for you? What it means is you will know the key if you pay attention to the 4th. So put it on your calendar. Whatever takes place there on the 4th, you might go, okay, this is what needs to be done. For you, this is going to be between the 6th and the 12th house. So whatever comes up will be coming up in the same areas, again, on the on the 22nd and then the 28th as well. So decisions, just cutting through the red tape, it's actually saying it's now or never. I see you being strong, focused, and taking action, all right? Now on the 7th, we have an unexpected surprise from between Venus and Uranus, which is love and the unexpected. So it could be something said, shared, or done. It could also be a physical thing, you know, Venus is love and romance, but it could also be, you know, a tangible present too. For you, I see it's coming between the 3rd house, the 5th house. So yeah, it is romantic for you since Venus is in that 5th house. And then it could be something that's being verbalized, Uranus, 3rd house of communication, right? So you might get a love declaration or something. Now, on the 9th, we have the Sun and Saturn. And now they're together in a beautiful trine, and the Sun is you, Saturn is what we master. It's that inner decisiveness that we have. I see an anchor, I see a root on the Saturn. Now, this is going to be angling in to your work, your career house. If you have been waiting, say, for some kind of conclusion, if you have had any interviews, you might get good news here on this day. A promotion, for example, as well. So circle that in. Great, great day. Then we have love and romance on the 13th, Venus and Mars. So it's just that you're extra radiant, and so is your partner. Chemistry is all out the kazoo here. So take the best advantage of the 13th. And for you who are single, you know, be out and about, you know, so you can cross paths with perhaps a new partner. So the 19th here is something coming in, which is a little dream state or ideal. It's Neptune. And Mercury here is going to be communicating with Neptune about something that you want, hope, and wish for. And it's coming across, and I'm going to see whoever you're talking to on the 19th, they will get your message. They will get your vision. Neptune is also clairvoyance. You know, it's your vision of the future. They will hear and get the and perceive what it is you see. And I see at this very same time on the 19th, the Sun and Mars is a little antsy. It's like, oh, really wanting to get on with something, right? So I'm seeing how you're projecting this out. And then here on the 22nd, it may be revisited again. It's like, okay, so you were saying here a couple of days ago, you know, and so here now it's more like the devil's advocate coming in, questioning it. Okay, if this is what you want, how are we going to get there? Maybe we can do this, 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 or that. So it's like shutting down one stream, opening up another one here for you, so this can be accomplished. The same thing here comes in on the 24th when Venus comes into that very same vision, saying, well, now that we can do this, and we're talking about making these decisions, what if we do this? And now an even higher level is coming in. Mercury communicates the vision, but Venus is love for what you aim it at, you know, whether it is a partner or a goal that you have that you can be passionate about. Now it is coming into that very same aspect with Neptune that Mercury had, and now this is being shared as the next step of evolution here. And then it will be questioned on the 28th. It's like, okay, I see what you're seeing, I hear what you're saying, how can we get there? And then here again, there might be some adjustments. just like on the 22nd. Here we come on the 28th. Adjustments of, in order to get where you want to go, that this is what we need to do, and then we might have to cut out or cut away from this, this, and that. But that's exactly what you want. It's you now wanting to get to that next level. And in order to get there, we got to shut the door behind us, right? So we're seeing dynamic action taking place. And I know this is something that you have been working for and towards, so it should be a month beautifully set up, designed for you. You got Mercury, Venus here in your sister sign, and you got Mars in your sister sign. So you've got a lot going for you this month here, Aquarius. So listen, go listen to your moon rising signs just to get even more insights on it, and I'll see you next month in August. So have a wonderful July.